And what factors do you consider when you're forming your market view?
Um, well, I first try to figure out where we are like in the cycle, because markets are cyclic and human behavior is also key in the end. So, like, is this a bear market rally? Is this like the start of the new bull market? And if so, where are we in the cycle? And it may sound very basic, but it's not very it doesn't take like an engineer or whatsoever to determine where we are in the market. I usually use sentiment, like what do my normie friends say, what do like my DJ friends say, what is the activity there, is everybody like fi so to say finding the new 100x gems, or is everybody screaming like we're all going to zero. And also just follow the Wall Street cheat sheet. Like that is a very good uh, sheet actually, because it mimics human behavior, and human behavior hasn't changed over like the past few hundred years in terms of like risk rewards, and how deep you are, your risk appetite, etc. I tried to do some basic technical analysis on the charts, and try to be unbiased as possible. But it's not always that easy to do so, in my opinion, because if you're like thinking and you're hearing a lot of stuff about everything going to zero and how the macro is like bearish and how everything is going to zero, it sometimes might influence your own market view. That when you're seeing like a bullish setup in the charts, you might see it like or you might perceive it as bearish. Um, and before I'm like creating like my own market view, I'm also trying to take into account what potential devastating catalyst may take place, or like what bullish catalyst may take place. So and that also depends on specific assets. So in the case of, for example, tokens, do I see any token unlock coming up, or do I see um, any new catalyst coming up that might be very bullish, for example, partnerships or whatsoever. Um, so yeah, that is what I take into account before forming my own market view, actually.
Yeah, I think those are definitely good factors to look at. And yeah, the Wall Street cheat sheet, I definitely wish I could pull it up right now to show everyone. But yeah, that's the perfect thing to reference to kind of to predict how people would behave.